In regards to your tiny hat paid advertising offer, please do not respond to the man in the black hot air balloon with a pirate flag who flies counterclockwise and drops cat litter every time the other previously mentioned man in the rival hot air balloon drops Crisco. He is trying to steal your penis to conduct an ancient ritual to summon a magic leprechaun who will steal St. Patrick's Day and make it so no one can ever get drunk again. Thank you.
Wow, okay.
Sorry, did I wake your dreams, bed? Some questions are up to B. Black question mark. We only wake up when we sleep. Sleeping face, left by the lunar light. Last quarter moon with face. Troubles are all we find. Distressed face. Lost our way tonight. Compass. Is it something we said? Speaking silhouette. Is it something we said to them? Speaking silhouette. Is it something we said? Speaking silhouette. Save me. Crying face. I'm trapped in a vile world. Distressed face. We're the end game's all the same as every other video game. We're only here to die. Skull. Save me. Crying face. I'm losing my only dream. Distressed face. I can use some guiding light. Light bulb. Some place to go. Man walking. If you hear me, let me know. Ear.
Wow, so you really just gotta go fast there. That's why are there clouds there, man?
Our intrepid Aurateur recently took a young lady out to Estero to have the finest adobe marinated table steak. Unfortunately, such a pricey date took a bite out of Bald Man's pocketbook. Aura has to play grueling hours of sponsored content to recoup his losses. Expensive meal difficult. Expensive meal difficult. Expensive meal difficult. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Quack. Every time I pass by the kitchen I can't resist but stick my dick in the Nesquik cereal box. It doesn't matter if the cereal hurts my tip, I thrust it in as fast as I can. I don't care if my grandma cries for me to stop, I can't resist looking at his goddamn face. Yeah, that's right, the Nesquik bunny's face. As I masturbate in chocolate cereal balls, I imagine the Nesquik bunny begging me to destroy his and ejaculating chocolate milk all over my face as I grant his wish. Normal people disgust me, my only sex drive is towards that bunny. Since the first time I've seen his sex, I can't restrain myself from coming in the chocolate cereal box at least twice a day. Everyone in the house thinks that I'm crazy and that I need some kind of therapy, but truth is, I'm the only sane one here.
Okay, we did it. Level 10. Captain Yoshi, thank you for the 100 bits. Alec M88, thank you for the 61 months, really appreciate it. Super Booster. Captain Dr. McAwesome,
Today I was horny, and I saw a DVD.
Thank you for the 100 bits.
I thought DVDs have a tight hold, they might feel pretty good. So I put my soft PP into the hole of the...
Right, okay. BZ, Super Booster, BZ, Sad Sick, Super Booster, thank you for the 100 bits. Hi Hamir, thank you for the 2 years, really appreciate it. Thank you, Hi Hamir, and Meow, thank you for the 100 bits. All 3 one-ups.
Hi. Ooh. I am a little, I am nervous. FHFH. I wanted to, ask if you FHFH. If you, Aurateur. FHFH puck. Or, would you accept? Got FHFH puck. Accept FHFH puck. Accept these bits from me, please.
No.
Today I was horny, and I saw a DVD. I thought DVDs have a tight hold, they might feel pretty good. So I put my soft PP into the hole of the DVD, and for a few seconds as I started getting harder it felt pretty good, but once I was fully erect, it started being painful. My PP was stuck in the DVD, and I had to break it in half to get it out. It was then when I flipped the broken DVD over and realized that it was not a blank DVD, but a copy of the Pixar movie Up. Guess I... Aura, you mentioned earlier not wanting to be famous, and indeed you have been guarded about your private life. Are you Drill from X, formerly called Twitter? Banksy? Tank Guy from...
So this is basically a troll level. Oh yeah.
Press 1 for Team Aurateur. Press 2 for Team Alabama Beach Mouse. Press 3 for Team Tanner.
2.
Press 4 for Team Ball Dried. Press 5 for Team Pot Friend. Press 6 for Team RRRRRR. Press 7 for Team Bald Man. Press 8 for Team Chat. Press 9 for Team Ragged. Press 0 for Team All of the Above. One part per million, 2 parts per million, 3 parts per million, 4 parts per million, 5 parts per million, 6 parts per million, 7 parts per million, 8 parts per million, 9 parts per million, 10 parts per million, 11 parts per million, 12 parts, 5 parts per million, 36 parts per million, 37 parts per million, 38 parts per million, 39 parts per million, 40 parts per million, 41 parts per million, 42 parts per million, 43 parts per million, 44 parts per million, 45 parts per million, 46 parts per million, 47 parts per million, 48 parts per million, 49 parts per million, 50 parts per million, 51 parts per million, 52 parts per million, 53 parts per million, 54 parts per million, 55 parts per million, 56 parts per million, 57 parts per million, 58 parts per million, 59 parts per million, 60 parts per million, 61 parts per million, 62 parts per million, 63 parts per million, 64 parts per million, 65 parts per million, 66 parts per million, 67 parts per million, 68 parts per million, 69 parts per million, 70 parts per million, 71 parts per million, 72 parts per million, 73 parts per million, 74 parts per million, 75 parts per million, 76 parts per million, 77 parts per million, 78 parts per million, 79 parts per million, 80 parts per million, 81 parts per million, 82 parts per million, 83 parts per million. Hello, Aura. Hello, chat. Hey, Aura, did you know? I'm edging. Yup. Aura, I'm edging. Edging. Aura, please, I'm edging here. Aura, I'm edging.
Wow.
Edging. Aura? I am edging here. Aura, please edging. Aura? Or I, I'm not edging anymore. Good night.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Mario time!
Level 12.
Let's go!
POW Factory 13 Final.
Zunga zung zunga zung 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 zunga zung zunga zung 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 zunga zung zunga zung 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 zunga zung zunga zung 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 zunga zung zunga zung 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 zunga zung zunga zung swing zung zunga zung zunga zung 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 zunga zung zunga zung zung. Do you trim your man bush, or do you just let it do whatever a middle-aged mom?
Of course I trip it.
Hey Aura, have you played Link to the Past? You go up to this stone and it's like, Link. Is this me? Sahasha shala hari hamara hula ha url ha wa hair lutish shrahala hair la la harash la hair grasa halam gal hala harash langi hara a slayer hair harsh left hair laman aman 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 ala harara harash la lara thous malaza har zaban azar har slif planam jaja jaja har la la laral nas las la lari harsh la thamakluga hair sharsh la hair ha 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 har slur left left lur eras el marsal la rara.
Yeah, I've played it.
Today I was horny, and I saw a DVD. I thought DVDs have a tight hole, they might feel pretty good. So I put my soft PP into the hole of the DVD, and for a few seconds as I started getting harder it felt pretty good, but once I was fully erect, it started being painful. My PP was stuck in the DVD, and I had to break it in half to get it out. It was then when I flipped the broken DVD over and realized that it was not a blank
Not bad.
DVD, but a copy of the Pixar movie.
Level 13.
Guess I
Let's go.
Come on, dude. Annoying job.
Soggy doggy, witty kitty, nerdy birdie, 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 soggy doggy, witty kitty, nerdy birdie. Arlo you will be janag to do con, Arlo you will be dynamite and haired, ora hour, chant, shat, chat,
Okay.
shet, chwat, shot, chut, shut, chit. You shat, you shat, you shat, you chant, or are you going to Twitch con?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Level 14.
Oi boy early type oi boy early type oi get it type oi boy early get it type oi early voyage type oi early type you.
No idea what it wants here.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hey Aura, just wanted to check if you were wearing those kind of novelty glasses where it shows a picture of eyeballs on the outside.
Alright, I don't know what I'm doing, whatever. Who cares? Do we have a winner for the bet, guys? Do we have a winner?